I was born in the city of gardens and lakes. The city once built by Kempe Gowda. The city in which I could play in the parks. The city in which I could hide behind trees. The city in which I never had an excuse to be late. The city in which I heard the sound of the sparrows chirping. The city in which I never asked for shade. The city in which I had values for cultures and traditions. The city that had peace-loving people. As I grew up, I saw my city grow up with me. I saw the filter coffee turn into cappuccino. I saw the malls become the new temples. I saw roads that could fly. I saw tracks on my roads. I saw my city change from a cosmopolitan into a metropolitan. I saw my city become the land of opportunities. I saw my city on the global map. But have I seen it all? Have I seen what lies beneath the glory of my city?
Where is Bangalore going today? What have we lost in the name of development? Mrs. Kantani Chamraj answers these questions.
What we see in the name of development in Bangalore today, I would say, is actually devastation. Because being an old Bangalorean with my roots here, I would definitely say that we have completely lost the Bangalore that we knew. A Bangalore, a quiet, placid place with lots of trees and bungalows in 1 acre plots. And the whole of Bangalore was an air-conditioned city because of the huge canopies of rain trees that we had. And now I think we can only dream of those trees, because what we only see is the pillars of the metro or the flyovers. Everything is concretized, and we don't have that green Bangalore at all anymore. In addition to the metro, we are planning to widen about 200 roads in Bangalore to accommodate the surging number of private vehicles. And if we are thinking that the metro is going to solve the traffic problem, then why are we again going and widening the roads? We have to do one or the other, not both. Now, by widening the roads, we are destroying the beautiful avenues that we had. By the time we widen the roads also, we will need to widen them again in the next 5 years, because each day about 1,000 cars are being registered at the transport office, and going by that rate, we will need to widen all roads all over again after 5 years. And in the bargain, if we are going to lose the very soul of the city, then I don't see that that is development at all. It is really destruction and devastation.
While Bangalore has made a name for itself the world over as a technology hub, there still remains a lot to be done for its underprivileged citizens. While the affluent inhabitants of the city have roofs over their heads, have enough to eat, can entertain themselves in its fancy malls, and can speculate what their net worth is, those who labor at menial chores to keep the city clean, undertake household work, and who literally build the city with their hands can barely eat a meal a day, have a home of their own, or look forward to a better future. A. Sampath Kumar, a slum dweller, shares his experiences with us.
ನಮ್ಮ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ನಗರ ಅಂತಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿಲಿಕಾನ್ ಸಿಟಿ ಅನ್ನುವ ಹೆಸರು ಪಡೆದಿದೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಸಿಂಗಾಪುರ್ ಸಿಟಿ ಅನ್ನುವ ಮಟ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಬೃಹತ್ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಮಹಾನಗರ ಪಾಲಿಕೆಯಾಗಿ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ನಗರದಲ್ಲಿ ನಗರವನ್ನು ಕಟ್ಟುವಂಥ ಬಡಜನರು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಕೊಳಗೇರಿ ನಿವಾಸಿಗಳು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ನಗರವನ್ನು ಈ ಮಟ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ನಂಬರ್ 1 ಸಿಟಿಯಾಗಿ ಸಿಟಿಯಾಗಿ ಬೆಳೀಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಶ್ರಮಿಸಿರುವ ನಮ್ಮ ಜನ ಬಡವರು. ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ನಗರದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಳಗೇರಿ ನಿವಾಸಿಗಳು, ನಗರವನ್ನು ಕಟ್ಟಿದವರು ಕೊಳಗೇರಿ ನಿವಾಸಿಗಳು, ಬಡವರು, ಕಟ್ಟಡ ಕಾರ್ಮಿಕರು, ಇವರುಗಳು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ನಗರದಲ್ಲಿ ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗಳು, ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಅಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗಳು, ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಶಾಲೆಗಳು, ದೊಡ್ಡ ದೊಡ್ಡ ರಸ್ತೆಗಳು ಇವತ್ತು ಅಂತಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ A1 ಸಿಟಿಯಾಗಿ ಮಾರ್ಪಾಡು ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಈ ನಮ್ಮ ಬಡವರು, ನಗರ ಬಡವರು, ಕಟ್ಟಡ ಕಾರ್ಮಿಕರು, ಕೊಳಗೇರಿ ನಿವಾಸಿಗಳ ಶ್ರಮ. ಇವತ್ತಿಗೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಸಾಹುಕಾರರ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೂ ದುಡಿತಾ ಇರೋರು ನಮ್ಮ ಬಡವರು. ಮನೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಡ್ರೈವಿಂಗ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಇತ್ಯಾದಿ ಇತರೆ ತರಕಾರಿ ಮಾರೋಂಥದ್ದು, ಸಣ್ಣ ಪುಟ್ಟ ರಸ್ತೆ ಬದಿ ವ್ಯಾಪಾರ ಮಾಡೋಂಥದ್ದು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲಸಗಳು ಬಡವರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಡವರ ಶ್ರಮದಿಂದ ಈ ನಗರ ಬೆಳೀತಾ ಇದೆ. ಆದರೆ ಬಡವರ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಹಾಗೇನೇ ಇದೆ. ಇವತ್ತುವರೆಗೆ ಬಡವರಿಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಮನೆಗಳಿಲ್ಲ. ಒಂದು ಹಕ್ಕುಪತ್ರಗಳನ್ನು, ಒಂದು ಕ್ರಯ ಪತ್ರಗಳು ಇದುವರೆಗೆ ಸರ್ಕಾರಗಳು ವಿತರಿಸಿರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮೂಲಭೂತ ಸೌಕರ್ಯಗಳು ಇಲ್ಲವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. 2 ತಿಂಗಳಾಗಿ ಈ ಪ್ರದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಜನಗಳಿಗೆ ಕುಡಿಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನೀರು ಸಿಗ್ತಾನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನೀರಿನ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಇಲ್ಲ, ವಿದ್ಯುತ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಮೂಲಭೂತ ಸೌಕರ್ಯಗಳಿಲ್ಲ. ಜನ ನರಳುತ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ 63 ವರ್ಷ ಆಗಿ ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯ ಬಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ 63 ವರ್ಷ ಆಗಿದೆ. 63 ವರ್ಷ ಆದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಭಾರತ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಬಡವರ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಬದಲಾಗಿಲ್ಲ.
Poverty in Bangalore has many reasons. While the systematic inequality present in Indian society is the main contributing factor, others, such as poor economic policies, bad governance, willful exploitation of labor, slow justice system, corruption, and short-sighted politicians and a lethargic bureaucracy contribute to making the problem worse. With Bangalore today becoming a magnet for people across the social divide all over the country, the competition for scarce resources has intensified. This could lead to a situation where we will have the city divided into the have and the have-nots and conflict between the two groups. Dr. Ruth Manorama tells us what she understands by the evolving situation.
About 65 plus lakh of people live in Bangalore. They come from various economic sectors, and the larger and the majority of the people who also constitute the unorganized labor contribute to the well-being, welfare and the development of Bangalore. The question now arises whether the growing city like Bangalore contribute to the growth and the development of the workers in terms of housing, in terms of health, education of their children, minimum wages and other facilities. In fact, in every city, 93% of the workforce in India constitute the unorganized labor. This is the recent statistics by Government of India. Whether to their growth the cities are contributing. They are contributing. There is no doubt about it. But their situation is still awful. Their situation is still deplorable in condition. So what I am saying is whether the city like Bangalore contribute to the growth of the workers. It is so essential that the state must promote their cause and provide social security. Social security is about minimum wages, health facilities, ESI facilities, pensions, and I think that the government of India has said that social security will be brought in. I think government of Karnataka must do that immediately, and especially to include the domestic labor and provide these facilities. It's so important that when we talk about development, the development of the poor, the marginalized, the workers should be at the center stage. Therefore, that one section will not grow, all the section will go. I think the development with equity is so important. I think we must concentrate and take care and then provide all necessary and basic amenities to these people. Basic amenities such as housing for them, a roof over their head is so important. They build mansions, they build roads, they build infrastructure, hospitals, institution. What is their situation? At the end of the day, they have to pent up living on the payments, living without a proper roof. At any time the fear of getting evicted. I think that a developing metropolis like Bangalore must even think about the poor at his heart, at his center stage. I think when the poor develops, the Bangalore develops completely. Then you will have crime rate will be free, the Bangalore will be at very peaceful range where poor and the poor and the rich coexist together to developing Bangalore.
The poorly paid, marginalized workers in Bangalore undertake various tedious jobs in the unorganized sector all days of the year in every season. Their stressful working conditions, unhygienic living conditions, and a poor diet make them vulnerable to various diseases. With the health sector being commercialized, it means that they have hardly any access to good, low cost healthcare. Their deteriorating health will only make their situation worse. Dr. Ravi Narayan gives us his insights into the problem.
We talk about Bangalore being one of the most globalizing cities. Now you may ask, what does it do to the healthcare and to the whole healthcare system in the city? One of the most important effects of globalization on Bangalore city is that healthcare, which originally was being planned to be reached to people for to meet people's needs, is now becoming part of the global market economy, and more people are trying to set up healthcare and super specialist hospital, what they call the state of the art hospital, to make business. So healthcare as part of the global economy is becoming part of the market, and this is putting up prices, it is drawing all the best staff and the best professionals. The price of drugs, the price of investigations is going up. So in many ways you have a large number of foreigners and others coming to Bangalore to what we now call medical tourism, where they can have their knees replaced and their hearts replaced and their liver replaced, and also go to Ayurvedic spas and so on. And the poor people in the same city do not even get basic primary health care, and therefore this disparity is increasing, and the whole slogan for health for all has been forgotten to now more and more focus, thanks to globalization, on health for those who can pay.
The present is nothing but history in the making, and only time will tell which way the pendulum swings. Bangalore holds the promise of a better future for many, but only a few will actually be able to realize their Bangalore dream. For every 100 who make it, there are thousands who do not. But hope springs eternal in the human heart, and as long as the city can hold out hope for its citizens, it will continue to remain a city of the future. Dreams can turn into reality with the solid educational foundation. Dr. Father Ambrose Pinto throws some light on whether the city can provide education for all.
Bangalore, there have been continuous attempts to transform Bangalore as Singapore. It has become a city of the corporates. It has become a city of multinationals. It's become the city of industrialists. It has become a city of the haves. All the poor have been already evicted from Bangalore. The slums are cleared. Poor people have been finding extremely hard to live in this city, partly because the costs have been rising. They have already left the city, partly because the city does not in some way welcome them, and they can't afford to live in this city. And there are continuous attempts now with the others who are left over in the city, especially the poor ones, to see that they are in some way put outside the city in the name of cleaning the city, making the city international, and beautifying the city. So in this situation, there are those few people who are left, poor people. They surely can't afford education because it is exorbitant. The costs are very high, and the really rich who live here, the whole city is geared to their needs and to their amenities, not of the poor. So I don't believe that the city of Bangalore not only forget about education, could even have a legitimate place where they can meaningfully live in this city. So, and if they are not able to live in this city, how could we talk about education for them?
While the poor have undoubtedly not benefited from rapid growth, the other victim of the growth story has been the city's environment. Vehicular pollution is increasing, Hundreds of trees are being cut down to widen roads. Innumerable lakes have dried up. The groundwater level is depleting by the day, and garbage is increasing. Real estate developers, in collusion with politicians and bureaucrats, are extending the city's boundaries in a way that is soon going to make it unsustainable. Chief Seattle's words that we have only borrowed the earth from our children rings loud and clear. Mr. Suresh Heblikar talks about Bangalore's deteriorating environment.
Yes, you see, the environmental disadvantages are there is an increasing air pollution. For instance, today we have more than about 3.5 million vehicles in Bangalore, and only from the 20 lakh vehicles, see, it is estimated that about 2.6 million tons of carbon dioxide is produced per annum, which is put into the atmosphere. This is unpleasant, and it triggers the microclimate change, and the temperatures of the city have risen as a result of urbanization, because more and more living earth is coming under the asphalt, and more buildings have come. So there is more radiation into the atmosphere, heat islands are being created, and water bodies, which formed one of the vital environmental resources of Bangalore, and that contributed to an excellent weather which we call as the salubrious climate of Bangalore. Along with a large canopy of trees, we had a very good tree cluster of trees, then greenwood lots. All these things have more or less disappeared. As you can see that a large number of children today are falling prey to asthma, because there is more than pollution, there is also pollen and suspended particulate matter, the concentration of which is very high, because of both industrial as well as automobile pollution is increasing. Although human pollution is only about 10% to the total pollution of environment, even that is increasing. Solid waste management, you can see, is not in a very proper way done. Bangalore has lost its carrying capacity. Its carrying capacity is wounded. It cannot support additional population, additional industries, additional economic activities, trade and commerce and all that. Because all these things add to more transport, more pollution, more congestion, more demand for housing and commercial establishments. Bangalore cannot provide that. That's why only those people who have more money can buy those things. The rest of them have to live without these things. So this is producing social frustration at the same time.